This is prophecy concerning current events. Eastern dam has fallen. The paradise of Eden becomes the hell of Eden. This is the location, the point of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. The monastery of Latomos of St. David's in Salonika of northern Greece. Christ is depicted at his second coming, young and beardless as Emmanuel. At his feet flow the four rivers of paradise. The eastern dam has fallen, when the paradise of Eden becomes the hell of Eden, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers meet. Eden is defined by the Tigris and Euphrates river. A river flows out of Eden to water paradise. From there it is divided into four parts. In Genesis, the paradise of Eden is located in the controversial area where a global, destructive, geostrategic plan is currently unfolding. The eastern dam has collapsed, and the flood will be great. The disasters will be repeated. The once prosperous paradise Eden has become a desert and ruins, weeping and wailing, and the gnashing of teeth. The eponymous rivers of Eden have now become fiery rivers of hell that boil fire and pitch. According to scholars, the representation of Christ where he appears as a teenager Emmanuel, and at his feet the four rivers of paradise flow, is an eschatological image, an image of the end times. Christ is depicted at his second coming, they write, so it is very likely that one of the points of the countdown will also be this: when the paradise of Eden becomes hell of Eden, where the rivers Tigris and Euphrates are. But the revelation of St. John, chapter 16, 12 to 16, also associates the Euphrates with apocalyptic events. The name of one of the rivers is Pishon. This is the one that circles the whole land of Avila, where gold is found. And that gold of that land is good, and there is coal and green stone. And the name of the second river is Gihon, in Hebrew Gihon, Gion. This is the one that encircles the whole land of Ethiopia, or Cush in Hebrew. And the third river is the Tigris. This is the one that goes before Assyria. And the fourth is the river Euphrates, Genesis 2:2, 10 to 14. The sign of the times, paradise becomes hell. The fathers of the early church had given an allegorical interpretation to the verse in question, and thus they conceptually associated the great spring river of Eden with the spiritual and life-giving river Jesus Christ, and they matched its four smaller branching rivers, namely the Pishon, Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates, with the Holy Gospels, the evangelists Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But the artist who also attributes it, the most important and best known of the mentioned Mosaic representations, is preserved in the Catholico of the Holy Monastery of Latomos, the Church of St. David in Salonika, and dating back to the 5th to 6th century AD, and presents the vision of the prophet Ezekiel. In it, Christ is depicted in adolescence, beardless and seated on a multicolored rainbow. Under his feet flow the four rivers of paradise, Pishon, Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates, and around him are depicted the symbols of the four evangelists. The center of the scene is occupied by Christ in luminous glory, which is carried by the symbols of the evangelists with their many-eyed wings, Matthew as an angel, John as an eagle, Mark as a lion, and Luke as a calf, a reference to Ezekiel's vision, who surround it holding luxuriously folded gospels. Christ is depicted at his second coming, young and beardless, as Emmanuel. He sits on a rainbow holding in his left hand a scroll with a passage from the prophet Isaiah 25, 9 to 10, and at his feet flow the four rivers of paradise, which flow into the river Chebar, or Jordan. But the revelation of John, chapter 16, 12 to 16, also associates the Euphrates with apocalyptic events. It says, And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up, that the way of the kings from the rising of the sun might be prepared. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are spirits of demons, performing signs which go forth unto the kings of the whole earth, the whole world, to gather them together to the battle of the great day of God Almighty. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that cometh quickly. And he gathered them together into a place which the Hebrew is called Armageddon. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that cometh quickly. Not cometh quickly, it means blessed is he who is alert and awake spiritually. And this is, of course, prophecy of the Apocalypse of St. John. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.